How to figure out which VA role your business actually needs. Here's a mistake I see constantly. A business owner decides they need help. They post a job listing that says virtual assistant needed, and it lists 10 different tasks: answering emails, scheduling, data entry, social media, customer follow-up, a little bit of everything. They hire someone decently capable, and within a month, that VA is stretched across all 10 tasks, doing none of them particularly well. And the one thing that was actually costing the business the most time, the thing that made the owner go looking for help in the first place, still isn't fixed. That's not a hiring failure. It's a diagnosis failure. The business never answered the real question before it started looking for people. And before you write a job post or take a single interview, Chapter 2, the real question to ask first. Yes, I need a VA is not a hiring strategy, it's a symptom. The real question is much narrower. What specific task or function is consuming time that should be going somewhere else? Not I'm busy. Everyone running a business is busy. The question is, which single category of work, if it disappeared from your plate tomorrow, would free up the most hours and reduce the most stress? For a home health agency owner, that might be scheduling and caregiver coordination. For an HVAC or plumbing company, it might be dispatch and appointment confirmations. For a bookkeeping or accounting firm, it might be data entry and reconciliation. Notice something about all three of those answers. None of them is general admin. There are specific operational functions, and that's the shift in thinking that gets you to the right hire. Chapter 3, the 3 VA role categories. Broadly, VA roles fall into 3 categories, and knowing which one you need changes everything about how you hire. The first is the generalist VA. This role handles inbox management, calendar scheduling, light research, and administrative tasks that don't require deep industry or software knowledge. This is the right hire when your problem really is spread thin across many small things with no single function dominating. The second is the industry specialized VA. This role requires platform and workflow knowledge specific to your industry. In home health, that's someone who already knows WellSky. In home services, that's someone who understands dispatch, software, service call sequencing, and how to handle a customer asking for an emergency appointment. The third is the functional specialist VA. This role is defined by a business function rather than an industry: bookkeeping, accounts receivable, customer support, or social media. This is the right hire when the bottleneck is a discipline that requires its own expertise, regardless of what industry you're in. Most owners default to hiring a generalist because it feels like the safer, broader bet. But if your actual bottleneck is scheduling, dispatch, or bookkeeping, a generalist VA will need weeks of additional training just to reach baseline competence. Time you could have skipped entirely by hiring for the right category from day one. Here's the audit I'd run before writing a single job description. 3 questions. Question 1, over the past 2 weeks, what task did you personally spend the most hours on? Not the task you enjoy least, the task that ate the most hours. Question 2, is that task a broad category or one specific repeatable function? If the answer to question 2 is broad and spread out, you likely need a generalist VA. If the answer is one specific function, you need a specialist. Question 3, what happens if this task is done incorrectly? If a mistake creates a compliance risk, a billing error, or a client safety issue, you need someone with proven experience in that exact function, not someone who's willing to learn on the job. The stakes of the task set the bar for specialization. A few signs tell you before you've even made an offer that you're about to hire the wrong role. The first is a job description with more than 6 unrelated bullet points. If you're asking one person to do scheduling, bookkeeping, social media, and customer service, you haven't identified a role. You've listed everything you personally don't want to do. That's a recipe for a VA who's competent everywhere and excellent nowhere. The second is choosing based on cost alone. A generalist VA is often less expensive per hour than a specialist. But if the task requires specialized knowledge, these savings disappear the moment you factor in training time. The third is skipping the audit entirely and hiring reactively, because you're overwhelmed right now and just need anyone to help. That's why placements don't work. This is exactly why we don't start a placement with a job description. We start with a conversation about where time is actually going in your business. From there, we match candidates on two dimensions. First, technical fit. Does this candidate have real verifiable experience with your specific platform? Second, behavioral fit via DISC profiling. Every candidate we place has been through our 6-stage talent assurance protocol, which is how we maintain a 0.5% acceptance rate across candidates. But the matching only works because we diagnose the role first. We're not filling a generic seat, we're solving a specific operational problem. Let's bring this together. Don't start with, I need a VA. Start with, what specific task is costing me the most time? Run the 3-question audit. Watch for the warning signs. Match the category of VA, generalist, industry specialized, or functional specialist to what you actually found. If you want help, book a call with ClearDesk. Link is in the description. We'll walk through where your time is actually going and tell you exactly what role fits. Thanks for watching. Check out the other videos in this series to learn more